Do you ever wake up at 3 a.m. with voices in your head telling you every possible thing that could go wrong? Same. You guys, I have been thinking a lot about worry. First of all, I want to say I think there's a difference between anxiety and worry. I feel anxiety is more of a physical phenomenon, and worry is something some of us are born with. I swear I look at photos of myself as a baby, and all I can think is, oh my gosh, I look so worried. Like, am I sure I want to do this life thing? And this is what I've been realizing about worry. It actually doesn't prepare us for the future. It only robs us of the joy of the present. So welcome back to Small Talk with Sheila. I'm your host, Sheila, and this is the podcast where we talk about this beautiful mess called life. Yep, you know what to do. Light your Sheila candle. You're gonna grab a beverage of your choice. Today, I'm actually having a saffron latte because I'll tell you at the end of this episode, it's very related to the episode. And today we're going to talk about worry, how it actually doesn't help us, and what we can do to eradicate it as much as possible. Let's get into it. So, as I said, I really do feel like some of us came into this world predisposed to worry. Yeah, I mean, I could tell you my friends who are the worriers and the ones who just automatically think everything is going to work out. And I've worked a lot on myself, you guys, not to be a worrier, yet I just can't help it. But today I'm going to go into 3 ways that I have been dealing with my worry. And the first one, the voices in my head. Yes, I have voices in my head. I know you do too. Do not lie to me. I know you do. Recently, a coach of mine, she had me personify the voices of my head. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of Freudian, how do you say his name? Freudian science behind the voices in our head, or it's the ego and the id and the I don't remember. But I'm going to make this very simple for you guys, okay? There's basically 2 predominant voices in our head. Hopefully you only have 2, maybe you have 3. It doesn't matter. Predominantly, there's 2 voices in our head. There's the voice of fear, and then there's the voice of love. Now, I'm sure when we were born, most of us had that voice of love, everything was new. We were curious. We believed everything could work out. But what happened? Well, our parents told us, don't do that, don't touch this, don't cry, do this, don't do that. We probably got teased at school, or maybe we had siblings that weren't very nice to us. Maybe we had a lot of big T trauma, or maybe it was just small T trauma. It doesn't matter. At some point, we're all a little bit effed up from childhood, okay? And so at one point, the voice of fear became louder. A way to combat this is actually to personify the voices in your head. Name them, literally name them. So my voice of fear, her name is B. She's a real bitch. And then I also have Sassy, and she is the voice of love. Now, B is the one that wakes us up at 3 a.m. She worries about every single thing. She tells us we're not good enough. She has all these what ifs, right? She basically makes life really difficult. Now, I'm not saying there's no reason to have B. I mean, in lots of ways, B also helps us. She makes sure we stay responsible, pay our bills, go to doctor appointments, get things checked, be nice people. And then there's Sassy. Okay, and Sassy, oh my gosh, you guys, I love Sassy. I kind of feel like she's this hippie, flowy kind of girl, but in a very stylish way. I mean, my Sassy is a little like Nicole Richie, right? She just believes everything's going to work out. She's funny. She doesn't care what people think. She's just like, try it. What's the worst that could happen? So these voices, naming them has really helped me, because I'll wake up at 3 in the morning. Usually it's 3 in the morning. I'm told that's the witching hour. It's a very normal time for you to just wake up with a lot of worry. And B is going off. She's going, oh my God, you didn't finish your to-dos and you had cheese, even though you're allergic to dairy. And do you know, if this thing happens and we walk across the street tomorrow, a car could come and hit us and we can just all die. And it's Sassy's over here, B, let's just figure it out tomorrow. Let's just go to sleep. So personifying these names has really helped me identify when I am living in fear, which is basically living in worry, and when I'm living more balanced in like love and compassion for myself and for others, and this belief that anything is possible. So I really recommend you do this. Really take the time, have fun with it. Like I created a whole character sheet for both of them, how what they look, how they dress, how they talk. And it's really helped me become familiar with when I should listen to one voice versus the other and not to be so scared of it. Because when you don't really name the voice of fear or love, you'll just like worry and you won't even know what's really happening. Okay. Number 2. Recently, I've been going through a little bit of a challenging time, and so has my husband. My husband, a few months back, he went through something and it was really hard for him. He felt incredibly lost. Now, my husband is Jewish, and I wouldn't say he's really religious in any sort of way, but as a way to figure out why he was feeling so lost and feel good about his life again, he went back to his faith. And he started praying. He literally would wake up in the morning and he would open his book and he would just start praying and he would listen to these sermons from rabbis and he would come home and tell me these stories from the Torah and whatnot. And slowly, you guys, his life changed. Like I actually watched this in front of my eyes. You know, I like to think of myself as a spiritual person. You know, I do a lot of self-help, a lot of visualization, affirmations, even manifesting. And I realized that like all spirituality is faith, and faith in something that's bigger than us. Faith that we don't have to worry about how things are going to work out. It's all going to be taken care of. So I don't think that faith and spirituality are mutually exclusive. I really think you can have both. But the simple act of prayer, of faith, of something bigger than us is one of the most beautiful ways to combat worry. Now, you don't necessarily have to believe in God. You just have to believe in something, like have faith in something. Have faith that in some way you are being guided and you're being taken care of and everything is going to work out as it should. And that is one of the most beautiful ways to combat fear. And it's something that I've been doing, you know, like lighting a candle every week, praying to my own universe, God, you know, it's really been awesome to do it. And it's really also been awesome to talk about it because as I talk about it, more and more people tell me how much they believe in the power of prayer. And again, different religions, different viewpoints, some I don't even know, but this act of faith is so beautiful. It's an old tell of time. I don't know, it's just this gorgeous thing that we can all have. So if you are somebody that's going through a season where you feel lost and it feels like things aren't going the way you want them, I encourage you to find your own form of faith and start literally praying. It's been really awesome to see my husband change in his attitude and in life. Things are literally working out for him because he now has faith. Now, the third tip for warriors is actually very practical. And sometimes I just need to be practical, you guys. So I had a coaching session. I have a lot going on in my life. And so I went to my coach. She's like, how are you feeling? You guys, B was like in the room and I just listed out every possible thing that I am worried about, all of the what ifs, like what if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? What if this happens with my job? What if that happens with my health? I just went on rambling. And then my coach, she stopped me. She said, Sheila, you know what we do when we have a lot of what ifs, right? If you're going to play the game of what if, you have to play both sides. And I was like, oh, she's right. Because if you are going to imagine what if every possible thing could go wrong, then you have to also imagine every possible thing that could go right. Like literally make a list of it. And that's exactly what I did. First, I wrote all the worst case scenario what ifs, right? And B was having a time of her life. And we made a list. And then Sassy came in. She's like, okay, that's cool. What if all this happens? But what if? What if everything works out for us the way we want? What if this job situation or that health situation or we like make $1 billion, not even a million, $1 billion. Like, so she lists out all of the amazing what ifs. And you guys, this is such a practical tool. If you're like just in a season of a lot of worry, go ahead, let the voice of fear talk about all the what if case scenarios that could go wrong. But I also want you to take some time and let that faithful, sassy side of you also list out all the ways, all the what ifs, how things could go right. You guys, this is the truth. Life is messy, it's unpredictable, it's definitely not certain, and we're gonna worry. Think about it. Is there any time of your life where you just didn't worry about anything at all? Like, at all? No, I think worry is very natural, and there's no way to completely eradicate it, but there are so many ways to manage it. And the ways that we manage it is by like literally identifying what we're afraid of, that part of us, and also the part of us that's full of love and compassion and belief. And then really getting close to our faith and whatever that means to you, just having faith that everything works out as it should, because it really does. And then being really practical. You know, if you're going to play the what if game, you've got to play both sides. So when you catch yourself, what if this, then you've got to think, what if that? What if this? What if that? I just really feel like between media and whatnot, even people call it like doom scrolling, there's just like such negativity and fear-based beliefs out there. And the only way that we can stay sane in this crazy, messy world of ours is if we learn the tools necessary to manage worry. So I think back to that little girl, you know, that little baby. I'm sure she was pretty scared. I mean, coming into this world is like probably not easy. Who are these two strangers that are going to raise me and maybe mess me up and love me anyway? But, you know, I think of her now, and there's a part of me, the adult version of me, that wants to tell her, you know what? Everything works out and everything will continue to work out as it should. Don't be afraid. I've got you. Worry and all. So if you are a worrier, I want to hear about it. Please send me the names you have for your fear and love. I mean, Bee and Sassy really want to know. Send this episode to that friend, maybe to your mom that worries a lot, because you guys, worrying never, ever helps us. It only robs us of joy, of the present. That's it. Until next time, remember the words of Bob Marley. Don't worry, because every little thing is gonna be okay.